What you think about that?
Her name says royalty. What the fuck? Why is her house so dirty?
I'm speechless.
I'm sorry. Oh my God.
If it makes sense for them, it makes sense for them. I know I put them in Jest with the Mess the other day, and I called 3 of the girls a clown. I was like,
why you do
she a
that?
clown, she a clown, she a clown. That's because it was funny to me, you know. But, you know, it probably wasn't funny to them. You
Right.
know, it was a couple of their friends was in the comments like, why they gotta be clowns? If they like it, then they like. Do you like it for your friend?
Yeah.
You know, and listen, if you're taking care of all 3 and 4 of them, if ain't no strain on that man's bank account, and they like it,
Right.
cool. That's what's up.
It takes a special type of person.
It certainly does.
Everybody ain't cut out like
And
that.
it take a special type of woman to
That's
deal
the,
with
I'm
that.
talking about the woman. I ain't talking about the
How
guy.
the hell you gonna walk up and kiss me and then you kiss this person and then you kiss? I thought that only happened on Flavor of Love.
Yeah.
Like I didn't know like that's like a real thing, but polyamory is a real thing.
Jess, if it worked for them, what's wrong with that? Why push your personal preference on the next person? What you think about that?
It's all a preference, just like the music. It's all a preference. She don't have to live with him. She don't have to sleep with him. So
Facts.
do your thing. Do what you like to do. Stay in your lane and let him stay in his lane.
You heard my co-host? You said do your what?
So what I do is I date multiples.
Okay.
And I keep my options open. That allows the person who believes he's the one to step up to the plate because you already know there's competition. I make it known, you know, and what you won't do, somebody else will. And you can also get dismissed if you you cross a boundary, you don't do what you're supposed to do, you can get dismissed.
Of course.
And I dismiss all the time. And I just keep the rotation going. It's so much fun. It's so much fun.
Come on.
I think that's accurate.
What you mean? What's accurate? So you keep multiple rotations so you lead a man on?
I don't. See, I really be dating
You
one
just said
person.
it was accurate.
Right. Because what? I be dating one person at a time.
I think if you're
That was
dating
hilarious.
and you're not dating seriously,
Right.
then it's okay to date multiple people.
You think it's okay to date multiple people?
Yeah, not to have sex.
Oh,
with
get out the
multiple
goddamn show.
Are you dating? And would you be willing to date someone younger?
No, I would not be willing to date someone younger. I don't want somebody saying, "Oh, my mama like that music that you like," or no, I don't want to be nobody's sugar mama. I don't knock it for other people, but it's not for me. But you know, dating is not my priority right now. Really, I'm getting to know myself at 71 years old. And it took me this long to realize that I am enough by myself. So if I meet somebody, I would be very happy to be in love because I believe in love, but I'm cool if I don't.
Because you know I be asking, right? The game was like, Mama nose look good. Were you flattered?
Well, send me some 70-something. Who said that?
The game.
Girl.
Okay, just making sure. Thank you, Miss Rose. I appreciate you.
Think about dating in 71.
Woo!
Cool or is it tragic? See, she caked up.
I'm
so
not. Who wants
even
to?
though
Fellas, if you looking for a woman that would do what she told and shut up and cooperate and be submissive and cook during the week and make your lunch and work out and don't got no kids, that's me. You don't need to look no further. Okay, I know these women out here got mouths on them. I don't got no mouth on me. I know when to shut up. I know when to listen. Okay, I know when to let a man lead. I know you run the house. I stand next to you. You my king.
Cap.
He's over at Cap.
You believe?
I'm working with what she's saying. I cook already. I clean. I take care of the house.
You saying all that what she just said, that's you. Don't be capping, be real.
Of course I want my man to lead. I honor a man.
You do what?
I honor a man. I would love him to lead. Why would I want to lead a man or lead the relationship?
You heard it
That
here
doesn't make
first.
sense.
She said it, I did. You heard it here first at the bigger play.
What would it take for me to sleep with you?
Oh, wow.
I don't know, you have to show me that you're a man. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I got this.
I got
this. Okay. So first of all, I want a sausage from one of these little food carts. And you have to make me laugh the whole time. You have to keep the conversation going. And then on the way home, you have to at least offer to stop by the gas station to get me some snacks. Because that's what any decent decent person would do, of course. And something to drink at least.
Food for you too?
Food takes over the heart.
Consider it done.
What? Is that all it takes these days? How old were they? Like 16?
What would it take?
No.
You talking to the people. Huh?
God, first of all, you're gonna be a man.
That's what she said.
No, that means any man.
No.
Just because, and that's to have sex.
But
like,
everybody out here ain't no man. It's gonna be some consistency. You gotta make me feel safe and comfortable.
Yes.
And that's not gonna happen on no first day.
Exactly.
So,
Y'all better step it up.
I used to date nothing but white girls in high school because I remember being told I was blackest and ugly by black girls. So then when I dated the white girls, you know what they told me? I was a sellout for dating the white girls. But hold on, the white girl told me my skin color was pretty, it looked like chocolate to her. To you, it was ugly and it looked dirty. And you black like me. Then I got to college. I said, okay, I found black women attractive. There was a whole lot of them downtown Atlanta. So I remember walking up to this black girl who was walking at little 5 Points. I walked behind her and I said, excuse me, miss, because I thought I could talk to black girls the way I talk to white girls. Be really nice and friendly and cordial to them. I said, excuse me, miss. She didn't say anything. I thought, she must couldn't hear me. I said, excuse me, miss. She stopped, turned around and did me like this. I know you didn't, and walked off.
Why do our guys get treated so badly from our counterparts?
That's very upsetting. And as a woman of a black son who is chocolate and, you know, of a color that maybe is not appealing or sometimes maybe not as attractive, like, I would not want my son to have to feel like if I date another woman out my race, she will value me more.
I hear
You just...
We're going to edit that out.
If I date a woman out my race, she would value me more. That would hurt me to my core if my son had to experience that from us. So that really does hurt me, and it really hurts my soul to see that one of our brothers had to feel accepted from a woman of a different descent.
She said it, I didn't, and we love it. You hear me? We love when the black queens speak like that, okay? All right.
So my boyfriend is mad at me because I didn't get the car fixed today. And the only reason why I didn't, and I'm making this video for proof, that they be trying to get over on you because you're a girl. They be trying to make up stuff. They be trying to tell you stuff that don't even exist. They told me we needed to get the tires rotated, right? The tires rotate every day. Like, let's be serious. And then, what? That's what the tires literally...
The tires rotate every day. Now, do y'all feel like people be trying to get over y'all when it comes to the car?
yes, as a woman.
Fellas, stop trying to get over women with the cars.
You do need your tires rotated.
So make sure you take...
and alignment. You know, I think that women have to be more knowledgeable about vehicles.
No, you need to have a man with you.
That right. Too.
That's all. Your uncle, your brother, your significant other. So they don't be trying to get over you. Because you shouldn't be taking advantage of the ladies. But ladies, they do try to take advantage.
What they talking about, ain't no getting over. Because I'm looking up how much labor costs, how much the parts cost. You're not playing with me when it comes to anything like that.
You know,
because
I'm going to get on the phone to call you or whoever else. Hey!
Do this sound right?
Look, they trying to do this and that and move off the bound.
There you go. Don't be trying to get over on the ladies.
Alternator.
They trying to come.
Would you let a girl go through your phone? Would you be with the phone checker?
You can, but you gotta know what you're looking at. You have to know what you're looking at.
You checking your man's phone or not? Don't do no lying. Tell the truth.
Man,
are you a phone checker?
I don't have time to be checking no phones. Like, especially if we just dating, there's no reason for me to be checking your phone. Now, if we was married, maybe.
Why you not going through the phone?
Because I know what comes behind checking in the phone. Especially if we dating. Why am I checking in your phone?
So if you're not married, you're not going through his phone.
I'm not going through no phones.
Dang.
I don't need no headaches. I don't need none of that. I need to stay peaceful. I need a serene peaceful life. Like,
You better pay attention. You heard it right here on the bigger play. That young lady said, don't go through that man's phone.
Oh yeah, this shit over with. Oh my daddy.
No, come
Oh
here.
my daddy, this shit over with.
What are your deal breakers speaking
My
today?
dear brother, bad weed, bad wigs, got them me badass kids. For real, I'm cool on all that.
Okay, all right.
Yes.
Well,
Hey, you shopping that scene? Where my balloon at? Where my balloon?
you don't have no balloon.
Where my balloon?
You don't get
Let me pop my balloon, cause shit, you shop at Sheen? Yup. Weed from Sheen, Amazon, pop. The fuck, bitch? We ain't doing none of that. Oh my daddy.
Okay, so this is
okay.
what we're gonna do. We're gonna go to each woman and see why they decided to pop their balloon, okay?
Okay, damn, I don't see no balloon. Oh, everybody pop that balloon on me.
Come on, walk with
Because when I see that and I see everybody pop the balloon and you haven't even heard anything that came out of his mouth.
But ain't no wrong with shopping on Amazon or Shein.
Hey, some people don't take rejection well.
Here's the reality of it. I do partnership, not ownership. Sure. You're not my property. I don't even want to own you. I want a partner in this situation. I don't demand exclusivity. I don't ask for it. Nothing like that. If you offer it and I accept, there are rules to follow. Now, on the same side of that, nothing is above a conversation as long as we're being honest. You know what I mean? Nothing is above a conversation. But again, if you offer exclusivity, meaning just me and only me, and I say, all right, you sure you understand that your exclusivity to me doesn't mean exclusivity to you. This is a decision that you're making on your own. If you make that decision and I say, all right, cool. Well, here's the rules that I need you to follow. And if you're cool with that, then we rock. If you're not, we don't. And no love lost. You go your way, I go mine, and it's all good.
Sounds like a partnership.
Well, yeah, that's it.
100%.
That's how it works.
Who reached out to you with support in this judgmental space?
You know what's crazy? It's one of those situations where men reach out in secret. They go, yeah, honey, I would never. Hey, bro, congratulations. Yeah, I would never do that, babe. Just me and you, babe. Bro, you living life. Yeah, no. It's a lot of that. It's a lot of that.
So if he happy, that's a good thing.
I'm happy for him if he happy. If you happy, I'm happy, okay? I don't push my opinions and things like that on people and how they live their life.
See how easy that is?
Then let that be, but that's not my business. So
at the age of 54 and 2 divorces later, let me give you the marriage advice I wish that I had listened to. Love is not enough. Marry for character, not just chemistry. You're not just marrying them, you're marrying their habits, their debt, and their family drama. Marriage will never fix loneliness. The wrong person will make it worse. You can't marry potential. You're not a life coach. You're a spouse. Being alone is way better than wishing you were. The right person will make you feel safe. The wrong one will make you feel small. We'll figure it out is not a financial plan. Some people don't want love. They want control. Learn the difference. You should be excited to marry them, not just relieved that they finally committed. Be prepared to marry the whole family. Period. Hope that helps.
I think everything she said was valid. Marriage,
You
or
think marriage should
building a
be
future.
easy or hard?
I think that it's hard. It's hard
How
work.
hard do you think it should be?
Hard work every day. That
I
spark the
think it
light.
depends on what age you
I
get
think
married.
you gotta keep
Because
that
I don't think
spark.
it should be that difficult at 40 or 50 or 60 like it was at 20. It should be much easier as you get older. Shouldn't it?
I think that some people get stuck in their ways, and sometimes it's hard for them to adapt to somebody else's ways too, and the eggshells, because you want them to be a certain type of way. And I think right now it's just a lot of stuff with social media, so it's really hard for relationships and just people in general. So I do feel for everybody that is single right now, because it is a really tough transition.
But they might be comfortable in their own skin.
Ain't nothing wrong with that, but I think we should all have
Ain't
a
nothing
backup
wrong with
plan.
that.
The plan should be to find your person, that
I
other
got 5
soul that's
persons.
similar.
Everybody don't got one person. I got 5.
Okay, so that's good for you. So you find that person or person.
I got 5.
I'm gonna have somebody that's there to be supportive of me. If I fall, you could pick me up. When you fall, I could pick you up. And it has to be like that. It's not a 50-50 thing. It's 100-100.
100-100.
Let's talk about 50-50. It's
I got 5, so what we got? 500?
We got 1,000.
With all the money that you made last year, why haven't you bought a chain?
Damn, all these money questions.
I'm be honest, right?
Mm.
I feel like I'm just not no like super materialistic for real. Honestly, if you getting that, you know you got it. You ain't gotta go chain on them.
So you wouldn't buy me no designer?
Hey, nah, but look though, I got a question for you. Like,
Yeah.
is like a man that has like materialistic things like really important to you though? Like chain, design on, cause I see that's what you asked about.
No, it's not important to me. It's just,
okay,
where's his money going?
Cap.
So this is what the world coming to? We have to have chains, or they have to have chains? Come on, now, stop playing.
You got chains?
I don't care, but he probably want to invest in his property, in property. He want to invest in his education. He want to invest in a business. Ain't nobody thinking about no chains. No, I'm not even playing.
Facts, young lady. Stay in school, okay?
Please.
All right, we're here with the newest housewife of Atlanta, Miss Britt Edie. How does it feel to join this legendary cast?
I mean, it's very exciting. You know, being a socialite in Atlanta, a business owner, I think it just kind of came natural. Yeah, and then, you know, I got married, and it was like, why not?
Now, beyond the headline.
Is that appropriate dress for a wife? Because them headlights is hit. I'm just asking.
The outfit is perfect.
It is?
I think
She can't
that
help.
her
She
nipples.
a married.
She could have put some pasties on, but you know, like Kim Kardashian just
Your
came
wife
out
got your
with
nipples
a
out.
bra.
That make a man want to suck the nipple.
Kim
a man
came out with a bra that has
have
nipples in it.
Have the definition of class and elegance changed?
I don't think that it has. I think that people just don't respect
Her nipples is
themselves.
nippling. Is that self-respect? That's a wife now. See, you conflated. You confused. Look at your face. She confused. Confused.
I think it's acceptable because she only got a shoulder out, but her nipples being hard. Maybe she didn't know they were gonna.
You know, all right. You see the shit women do?
Maybe she didn't know.
Look at the shit y'all do.
They're really hard. She can't help it. Like,
would you wear that if you was married? See, you aware. You can't even help yourself.
If my husband says
you
it's
can't
okay.
even help yourself.
If my husband says it's okay and he want me to be out here with hard ass nipples, then I do it. But if my husband
you might well
don't
be
think
butt
it's
asshole
acceptable-
naked then.
If he don't think it's acceptable,
Get bugging naked.
So there's this post that been going viral of me and my wife when I opened the door for it. Right. I saw a young clown tell me that I was a simp because he saw me open the door for my wife. Now, I usually don't focus on negativity, but I like teaching lessons. Since when did men become simps from being kind to a woman, for opening up the door, for allowing her to walk on the inside of you when you're walking on the sidewalk? Since when did men become simps from pulling out the chair? Since when did men become simps for being nice to women? Huh? Like,
that man speaking facts. Since when? Since when?
I think when parents stop teaching chivalry to their children.
No.
Like at
The
the end
reason
of the day,
they calling him a simp is because
nobody ever taught them how to take care of a woman.
that could be true, but all the women nowadays want a man money. That's the problem. Everybody talking about money, 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 and they probably under the assumption that his lady talking about money, money, money. So men feeling like, man, I ain't finna open your door. But you would never be respected as a man if you're not a gentleman.
Yeah.
People love gentlemen. Do you like gentlemen?
Hell yeah, I want a gentleman over anything. Like, if you are
You
not
want a gentleman
I will
or-
stand at the door and not touch that motherfucker.
Really?
Yes.
You don't want no gentleman cursing like that?
these are the requirements that you need to have in order to date me, a single mom of 3 kids. Number 1 is that you need to be making at least 130K a year, and you need to have at least 2 side hustles. If you cannot make 130K or more, then you are out of my fucking league. How do you expect to give me money for my kids if you only make 50K a year? Second is I don't date men that are younger than me because for obvious reasons. So if you are 26 and over, then you qualify. 26 to 35 is the age limit. Okay, I feel like 35 is pushing it because they look old as fuck already. So I'm 26, I'm a baby, so yeah. You have to have at least 3 cars under your name. Your second car has to have 8 seats because I have 3 kids. So I want them to be comfortable.
Oh, we gotta stop her. She delusional. Who making 130,000 from age 26 to 35?
But whose kids are those? I think those are her 3 kids. What standards are you upholding for yourself?
Delusional.
Ooh.
Listen here. I am not a let me know when you free type of woman. You let me know when you need me to be free. Are you a leader or not? Are you big dog or you a puppy? You let me know. Why would I let you know? No, you take the lead. I'm tired of telling y'all that.
Let me know when you free.
What I would do at that moment is send you my schedule, my work schedule, and my co-parenting schedule. And I would say, and I would like you to plan a date and let me know when I should be available.
She said it, I didn't. All right.
Watching my ex thrive, it's a beautiful thing, but it's really triggering for me because I walked away with literally having to start over after 12 years of starting over, of wondering if I'm going to be able to keep a roof over my head with my boys.
Why you leave?
Exactly. And that is 12 years. And he's finally thriving when he leave you. Something was going on then. Something wrong.
So if you think if you leave me and we together 12 years, after you leave and you start thriving, what does that really mean?
That you was a hindrance to his progress.
I was a hindrance.
The lady, because it took him 12 years. The moment he leave, he's thriving.
So you saying it's a bigger play?
The men didn't want to be with black women because black women were not submissive and that they didn't want dark-skinned kids.
And we have some actual stats I'll run through later after we finish, just kind of having the conversation. It's very disheartening. And everything with us as black people kind of circles back. And I hate saying it, to being enslaved and just feeling that we are not good enough. And always feeling that brighter is righter.
Mocap. Black men love their black queens. Period. If you choose the wrong king, sister, all right.
I do believe that black men love black women, but there are some flaws in black women that push black men to other races.
And personally, I just feel like bad should make $20,000 an hour just for being bad bitches. This is hard. I can't be doing this for free. This is crazy.
What's going on here?
I want somebody who can lead me, who can make me feel safe, who can provide for me, who I can depend on, who I can feel my soft girl era in. I don't want to be strong no more.
But this is the question I always ask, right? Why don't y'all just get with a square?
I don't want no square from Delaware. I don't want no square. You gotta be street smart.
You see how easy he made it for her? He made it real easy, ladies. Why not just pick a square? Gabby the goddess, why not just pick a square?
Picking a square is settling. And that's how a lot of women
What?
feel.
Everybody settles.
Picking a square is settling.
Everybody settles. A square gonna be respectful.
No.
A square gonna be respectful.
And when you choose that partner, that's not settling. That's saying that this partner is the best in the world, and this is the person that I want to spend my life with. There's nobody else I would want to be on a team with.
What?
If you not saying that about your spouse, then you with the wrong person.
There is officially a new trend where women are completely coating themselves with full body glitter before first dates for the express purpose of outing taken or married men who may be going home to another woman. They're calling it divorce dust. Apparently, in a world where not everyone has joined their local Are We Dating the Same Guy group, women felt the need to get a little bit more creative. And apparently it's working, allowing glitter to truly live up to its scientific name, the herpes of crafts. One woman says, that's actually how I caught my ex-husband cheating. I don't wear glitter, but the other girl did. I knew immediately. Okay, and I can't tell if I'm just Delulu or have a super artistic husband, but that would not be enough of a smoking gun for
divorce dust. What y'all think about it?
You
like glitter? That's what it is?
I do. And I've actually got some on somebody before, and I'm like, baby, you covered in glitter.
It's definitely transferable, but I've never wore glitter to get it on somebody else.
Divorce dust. Is it divorce dust?
I
You
love
causing
wearing
divorce?
glitter. In the summertime, I
You
put
causing
glitter
divorces?
with my coconut oil, baby.
I don't know what I'm causing. I'm just showing up shining with the glitter on.
Exactly. We don't be considered.
We got a mid-aged Latina looking like she's like, oh, we got two pops. I'm so sorry. Let's see why they popped their balloons. Why did you pop your balloon, sir?
She out here drinking a Monster at midnight. She's not gonna age well.
I'm not gonna age well. You're white.
Let's
You're
just
gonna
move
age
along.
Like milk.
Why did you pop your balloon, sir?
I'm not gonna lie, I really don't do Hispanics like that. And to be honest, like, if it ain't snowing, I'm really not going.
Really tiny,
Hey,
Tim. That's
if
what
it ain't
you
white,
are.
it ain't right.
You're small.
But listen, it's all okay. Yeah, one guy that didn't pop his balloon.
Did she know this was gonna happen? She just walked out the gas station.
Right.
Pop, like
pop, pop, pop,
that
pop,
was.
pop.
I think the best relationships, the relationships that last the longest, is when the female is more dominant than the man. I know y'all gonna get in my comments and be like, what? But it's something about that woman being real dominant and mean that's gonna have that man acting right. Like, I have seen it too many times. Like, I can name so many relationships where it's like that. Like,
hell no. Talk about a dominant woman.
My whole thing is, why do I have to be mean and all of a sudden come out of my feminine energy for you to act right? If you ain't acting right, dominance or submissiveness, you got to go.
So do you think dominance work in a relationship from a woman or submissiveness?
I think submissiveness, but I think both have leadership skills, strong suits and weaknesses.
What you think?
I think when she's coming from that nature, it's having a woman that's not saying dominant, but kind of.
She said dominant.
The woman who
right. Use your goddamn word.
Captivate the relationship.
Fucking captivate.
She's kind of in controlling a certain nature, because at the end of the day.
So is you dominant over your man?
No. I'm an alpha woman. And
you ain't no alpha woman. You
but I'm very feminine.
Oh shit!
Like I'm both.
So I'm gonna tell you some of the things that I did when I was cheating on my husband.
They always say women cheat better than men, so this should be interesting.
My ex-husband, rather. This was the biggest lie I think I ever told him. Out of all the lies I told, I think this was the biggest lie. So I was dealing with I was doing my thing, ain't gonna lie. And I had met a dude that we wanted to spend the weekend together. He was from Philadelphia. He lived down here where I stay. And so this was back like 2010, 2009. But this was the biggest lie I ever told my husband. You know how you get paid under the table? You know, sometimes you work a job or whatever and you get paid under the table. Well, I had my husband thinking I was going to work over the weekend. I was doing, like, keeping an elderly person over the weekend at their house, like doing CNA type work. And I would go every Friday night and every Saturday night. And y'all, the f***ed up part about it is, I'm being real now. I just gotta.
Oh my God.
So you just a lying piece of.
I don't even know what to say.
Women be cheating like a mom. Women be cheating. Why y'all be cheating like that?
That's a good lie. But my thing is, was it worth it? And it's usually, the answer to that is usually, it is not worth it, honey. Because now she just said my ex-husband, which means that all your lies eventually caught
With
up.
your cheating and your lying ass.
We can buy him a beer. We can buy him a beer. I ain't going. I need a show for real. Them niggas don't need to pay nothing for that. We buy me a beer then. We buy me a beer. How old is you?
Public service announcement.
Do better.
Public service announcement. The kitchen is officially closed. The kitchen is closed. Shut down. If you ain't getting a catfish, the potato salad, if you didn't get it.
Is it okay to buy a man a bill?
My thing is, I wouldn't have reacted in that manner.
Okay.
However, there's a grown man with a chain on his
Man, I got $1,000 in my pocket. It's okay for you to buy me a bill. Because I'm finna walk up on you and ask you to buy me a bill.
Are we together?
We ain't together. I don't know you.
I probably would just be like, put it on my tab. But
damn,
at the end of the day,
no, ain't no end of the day.
There's a way to ask for anything.
I appreciate that. That's right.
There's a way to ask for anything. And if we were having a conversation, you walked up to me and said, hello, my name is XYZ, and you look very beautiful. I would love to converse with you a little bit more. However, right now my funds is low. I wanted to see if you want to put it on like your tab. Hell yeah, baby. Let's have a conversation because I want to know a little bit more about you because you got balls and you honest.
You got what?
As of late, they have compared me to Kevin Samuels, baby. And you know what? I'm cool with that. Now, I was not the biggest fan of Kevin Samuels. I'm not going to lie to you. I did agree with some of the stuff that he said, but I wasn't his fan because I did not like the way that he went about doing it. But at the end of the day, sometimes you have to hear it straight and plain. Do y'all really think I don't like black women? I love black women. I adore black people. The people who I want to work for the most is my people, especially the woman, because I'm a woman. Like, let's call it what it is. Being nice and coddling y'all does not work. Holding your hand when I say this does not work because y'all do not listen to that. But you know what you do respond to? When someone is matter of fact. When someone is not nice about what they say. I have been a life coach for close to a decade. I've been telling y'all this. Any woman I have ever worked with that has been the most successful have been the women who are self-aware and accountable. Because they don't wallow. They know when they've made a mistake, they learned a lesson, and it never happens again. And on the flip end, the women who have the hardest time are the girls. The people who have no accountability within themselves or within the circle around them. The people who can do no wrong. The people who don't understand their flaws. Baby, when you can look your flaw in the face and say, you know what, I need to fix this. Or say, you know what, because I understand I'm this way and maybe I don't want to change it. What can I do to make it more adaptable to be who I want to be? Black women understand something. Everything I'm saying to y'all is coming out of love. It's coming from a place of wanting to see us be better and do better and grow better. It's coming from a place of where I don't want to see y'all with subpar men anymore. Because the fact of the matter is, the reason why y'all hate men so much is because you keep choosing the bad ones. When your accountability goes up, when you start recognizing where you can be better, that's when you're going to get the man that you actually want. More importantly, that's when you're going to be the woman you actually want to be. Stay safe. Stay safe.
Woo! Accountability, it's an amazing thing, huh?
She read, she wrote, she gave. Can you accept it, ladies? That's the question. That's the question. And I believe that if we do not give, like she said, it's constructive criticism, it's discipline. And you should be able to teach your friends that they have to take accountability, that the reason why they keep having these same situations happen, the same dudes, the same everything, is because the men that you chose. And unfortunately, it's always somebody like this young lady who want to leave a 19-year marriage to go be fast because she didn't have influences around her who would tell her, baby, stay with your husband.
Now they said it, she said it, and she said it. I'm just,
Men cheat, but you have to get to that point where you grown enough to just feel like, okay, I'm not in that era no more, so I'm not leaving my man for cheating once. Maybe I'm probably gonna give him like 4 times. 4? Damn. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm gonna have to get your number.
How many times can he cheat before you walk away?
0.
No, I'm being for real. How
And
many
I'm being
times
for
can
real.
I'm just saying, how many?
Zero.
I'm being honest with you.
Someone said men save money being single and women save money being in a relationship.
Damn. Come on, Treasure. True or false?
Both. Because if you single, you still spending your money on women.
That's true, but it's another second part of that.
Does he
It
spend
say
the most?
women save money being in a relationship. That's the part. It's a two-part.
I mean, that can be true too, because your man, especially a good man, he gonna pay your bills most likely. He not gonna even let you spend your money. I mean, sometimes, but not like all the time.
Fellas, y'all better pay attention. It just is what it is, huh? The man got to spend all our money, huh?
I didn't say that. You asked me a question.
Majority of you said you want a whole man in your life who can provide, keep, and protect, right? So here's the question. How can you have one when you get up every day trying to be the best man you can be?
No.
Well,
No.
if I'm
No.
well, no, I have an answer.
I think that you really get the woman that you create, right? And so, or the woman that you cultivate. It's kind of like, well, what kind of man were you that
I call cap. Do a man make the woman, or is the woman who she is?
The woman should definitely be who she is.
So what's she capping like that for?
What she's saying is that a man's aura.
That sound good, but the Bible say who finds a wife finds a good thing, meaning he found the wife. She was already a wife. It had nothing to do with him.
Right. But
So why she capping?
He's saying that she is masculine.
Yeah, why she capping? Oh, Lord.
I'm currently looking for a boyfriend. I pay all the bills, his and mine. He get a $500 weekly allowance. Depending on what kind of car he already has, I'll buy him a 2025 or better. I don't have any kids. My job, I'm an entrepreneur. I fly in and out of the country on the regular. You can cheat, but I ask that you let me know, and y'all take STD tests so it won't come back to me. I love real hard, and I don't play no games. I don't even play the radio. I like riding silence. So if you for real and you looking for a girlfriend, I'm looking for a boyfriend. Hit me up.
Sugar mama. This is sugar mama right there, you know?
It's a sugar mama?
It could be. She sounds like she's willing to pay. It seems like, you know, it might be a good situation for some men who are into that. I know of a lot of men who would probably accept.
I'm on the floor.
I'm currently married. I also have a boyfriend. I'm not sure if my husband still loves me, but I know my boyfriend do.
Okay, so hold on. Latera, what part of the Bible is this in?
Trifling. That's trifling.
Don't say that on TV. Don't say that live. Don't say it recorded, honey. If this is the life you live in, you gotta keep that in the private. Like, keep it on the hush. Keep it on the down low. You don't do that. Now your boyfriend and your husband got questions. They looking stupid. They gonna break up with you. I don't know.
What's going on in 2025, G-Baby?
That ain't gonna last.
Gabby the Goddess, what's going on in 2025?
Hoo-wee. No. I don't know. It's like, where is the love?
Ooh, Lord. What?
Where is the love? Where is the
Are you losing your mind?
The reason we don't like you following other girls or liking other girls' posts is not just because we're so insecure. It's because when you send that like, that follow, whatever, you are actively showing that girl that you have some type of interest in her. You are actively showing her that whatever relationship you are in right now does not matter to you. A lot of women have been through this before.
True or false?
That is completely false. I think that social media has been taken too literally. Do you guys know that this is on devices. It's like a computer thing. This is not real life.
For a lot of people, it is real life.
It's not real life.
Some people can meet online and get married. I know somebody that live in one state and another person that live in another state, and they met each other on social media and they got married.
And are they still living miles and miles away, or are they
No,
together?
they married.
They're together
Right,
married.
but it started with that.
I didn't say that you can't meet and have a real genuine relationship online. I said that you should not judge your partner off of the people he follows and likes.
What y'all think? Do y'all think the likes and the comments and all that, what you think? You think social media ruining relationships or not? Because I know for a fact it is.
You gotta have two strong-minded people.
Or you gotta have two phones, one for the club and one for the low.
A little clarification on that. I mean, if you're marrying a man who's 45 plus and he's never been married, meaning you are his first wife. That's what I'm talking about, not any subsequent marriages. I feel like it's dangerous for two reasons. Number one is, it's more likely that you're probably not his type. This man has had his type. Over them 45 years he's been alive, he's had his type. He's had girls he really loved. He's had girls he's really been compatible with. But he skipped over them because he wasn't ready. When he did become ready, because, you know, we think age is never going to catch up with us. But when you do realize that, oh, shoot, I done lost my hair, I'm bald. Oh, shoot, I can't play ball like I used to. My joints and my knees kind of going out on me. You can kind of see age creeping up on you. Then he start to panic. Oh, God, I got to find me a wife. I got to have me some kids. First thing he does is try to go back and get them girls he had before that he really did like. She ain't the same woman, if she's even available. And she definitely don't look the same because she probably done had some kids. So then what he says is, oh, shoot, she'll do because she's right here. That's you. You the one who he's saying will do. Probably not really his type. Not the best girl he's ever had. He's not his favorite.
I call cap.
I don't like when women speak for men. Maybe that's what she's experiencing at 45. If a man at 45 is unmarried, he's settled into who he is. He don't have time for a lot of BS. And is probably just comfortable being single.
What you think about he 45, unmarried? Talk to.
Was married from, since 84 or something like that. So I didn't.
Damn, you ain't get a chance to enjoy the single life of your stand-up.
I did. I broke up my marriage. Don't worry. I broke up my marriage.
This man's sick. Oh, I enjoyed it.
Oh, yeah. And I regret it.
Really?
Yeah, because, when in show business, you think that this chemistry you got with this person, this actress, is like special and pure. And then what you don't realize is she gonna go do that on the next role with somebody else.
I love accountability. When a man can take accountability for the things he did to allow his marriage to suffer, I respect a man taking accountability, because most people don't know how to take accountability.
I think he was honest. I think that a lot of times we think that the grass is greener.
Green grass.
And I think that when women take accountability, you should also show that same energy, buddy.
Pretty in Pink. Wash off that new piercing. What you think, TikTok?
What you think, TikTok? Facebook, Instagram. What you think? You ain't said nothing.
Here's the problem with modern marriage from a man's perspective, as far as I'm concerned. Most of the marriages I know, okay, the man provides financially. He protects, right? He, he's also there to be part of the family dynamic, taking care of kids, doing the things that he can do. What does the woman bring? She brings love, affection, a little bit of sweetness at the end of the day, sex. She brings, taking care of kids. Okay, if you get divorced, every single thing on that side of the man equation, he can be compelled to do by the power of the state, and if he fails to do it, they can put him in jail. Nothing on that other side, the female side, is enforceable at law. The court cannot order her to be nice to you, to fuck you, to be a wonderful mother to your children. She can't. They can't force that. So when you have a contract where only one side of it is enforceable with the power of the state and the other side is not, my attitude is, why don't we then just have an honest conversation about what we could both be afraid of and what value we want to attribute. But the court can't.
You starting to make faces now.
I'm so sorry, man. This is so wrong.
He frustrated.
Dang. I've never thought of it like that.
He got a point, though.
That's a major point. And that goes back to why it's always the woman that gets divorced first. She's the one that files for divorce. She's the one that's ready to leave. And this man has sacrificed all of this. Ladies, we got to do better. We got to do better. I'm sorry.
She said it. I didn't.
Gregory Daniel Jones. Will you marry me? What the fuck?
What? I can't marry you. And what's the settle? Like, what are y'all doing?
What's she doing here? I was invited. I invited her. What the fuck you doing? Mom, why would you invite her? Cause this is my house. How you gonna turn a regular Valentine's Day party into a proposal?
Listen, get up. Get up.
This is embarrassing.
Listen, you can't do this right here. Like, I'm sitting here drinking, you drinking, like, I don't know. You just
She gotta be drunk.
I don't know what's going on, but.
Just please say yes.
I can't say that. I can't say that. It's the mother of my kids. Like, you trying to, I cheated. She cheated first, I cheated back. I don't know.
I waited a long time for you. And you going back to her after she cheated? I had too much to drink.
You mess with your best friend's man. Like, how can I trust you? How would I be able to trust you?
But it's like you led me on.
Wow.
You say, wow?
I'm not getting no need to propose to no man, and that's her best friend. I ain't hear that part. That's wild hundreds.
You don't think time's changing when it comes to?
No, a man know when he want to get married. Like, don't be that desperate that you getting on your knees. A man know when he ready, and he know who he want his wife to be.
Why don't you want to be married anymore? Be honest.
Because I've done it twice and it failed miserably.
Why did it fail in your opinion?
The first time I went into it with like an idea of what it should be, and that failed. This world is not cut out for people to have like meaningful relationships. I think it's the internet. I think it's social media. I think people are designed to think there's something better out there always, and they're never content with what God intended us, just to love one another.
So what could be some of the tips you would give some young people so it actually can have a lasting relationship in your opinion?
Get off social media.
So how is this screwing people up? Explain to me.
They are always looking for something better. They're comparing themselves to others. They think that what people post is real, and it's not. Like, life is hard, marriage is hard, relationships are hard, and you don't go on just to the next better thing because it's easy.
Ooh, she's speaking facts.
Can't get mad at a lady for telling the truth.
Period. At the end
Well, she
of
look
the
kind of older for to be saying in social media, and she been through 2 marriages though.
Well, the thing is, she's probably speaking in general as well, but she said that people feel like there's always something better. It doesn't have to always be social media, but that also does play a role in it.
That's that grass greener thing. You better stay with your husband and stay with your wife, chump.
When that person come into your life and be like, nah, man, I can't play with them. I got to do right by them. I got to love this person different. I got to take my time with this person because I don't want to lose this person. I got to make sure I am healed and I'm ready to love this person. This person deserves love. This person is a good person. And I don't want to hurt that person. I got to make sure I come correct before I approach them because I want this to be their last stop.
Somebody better get her some flowers. She deserves some flowers.
I wonder if she's in a relationship.
You know she is looking like that. She better be.
Pastors lying to the public.
they ain't got the truth in them. Lights out, gas off, bootless, this city pimpin'. Blocks on fire cause the homeowners broke as fuck. Taxes up, water bill higher than a Civic truck. It's a bigger play, a bigger play. Just before dishonor